It's true. My liver will be fine, right?
I don't know. Depends on what it thinks about this situation.
What is going on, All-Terrain Nation? Whether it be two-wheel drive,
four-wheel drive.
It only matters if you're driving Ford tonight. This is your Ford Talk podcast presented by somebody one day. I don't know, man. What is going on, Kelly? It's Raptor Day.
It is Raptor Day.
And we just saw the video. We had to say goodbye to Rebecca. And we'll get into that a little bit. But I had to say goodbye to my Ranger Raptor as well.
Which did you ever name it?
No, I never named that one. I knew it was going to be in and out.
Didn't want to be emotionally connected.
Yours, we knew we were keeping for a long period, which we kept for almost 3 years, which is in this business pretty good time.
Just shy of the 3-year mark.
That's right. But what is going on, everybody? I hope everybody's having a fantastic Monday. Mine's actually been pretty good. I cannot complain, really.
Yeah. That's been all right.
Positively wins. We have not seen that name in here in forever.
Yeah.
Yes, my liver will be fine. So we got a special guest tonight, and I think Allie will be in a little bit later. And the dog, he's trying to get in the action too. The cat at some point will be up here in our stream.
Yeah.
But
and I'm sure the kid will come visit.
Yeah, at some point she likes to. Here, you want in on this channel?
I guess.
Okay.
Thanks.
But
yes, Dave did say we need to redo the intro. He did actually mention that.
Yes.
So.
Yes. What's up, Jonathan? Yeah, sorry, you got me off track there.
Sorry,
yes, no, the intros. I've been trying to redo the intro forever, and I cannot seem to find the files that I used for that.
Not my fault.
Early on, organizing videos was like kind of a cluster F of like, I didn't know what I was doing, so or how to organize that, and I'm a lot better now. But I'll end up redoing that. But Kelly, we are road weary. I got back. Let's see. We'll break into last Friday. I had to go last Thursday. I had to go to Nashville for a Honda event, which the embargo date is tomorrow. But I got to drive the Civic Si and the Civic Hatch, which was that was a lot of fun.
And he can't talk about
I can't really talk about it other than I went to this event. A lot of heavy hitters there at this one, man. I got to meet the Smoking Tire guys from Canada. A few others that I got to meet that I was kind of happy about because honestly, these things for me, a lot of times it's not about the vehicle, it's about connections. Mm-hmm. So that was pretty good. I got to stay in a swanky hotel in Nashville called Hotel One.
Some of us have to parent.
Well, this is my chosen profession, so I'm just
some
of us
have to parent.
Yes. But it was, what did you say, like $600 a night?
Yeah, I think that was the sale. That was the sale price too.
Yeah, I'll be honest, it was nice. It was nowhere close to being.
But in all fairness, Nashville, all hotel rooms are like $400 to $500, $600, $700.
Oh, it was right on Broadway
anyway. So
right on Broadway, right across from the arena.
You were paying for location.
Yeah, location.
Obviously not you, but.
But my review for the Honda Civic will be on GT Garage Talk. So you go over there and you can see my review of that one. And after the fact, I'll release a couple little somethings. But I did that for their channel. They were on vacation. They were like, Dave, I know you're local. Can you do this for us? And I was like, sure. I've owned Honda products. I like Honda products. So that was pretty fun to do. But we had to, as soon as I got home about 3 o'clock, we had to get the kid. You were finishing up work. And after that, it was like, oh, shit, we got to go.
Yep.
And little did we know that Miss Behind the Scenes there had a hard time for us to be at her dealership. So, and we just didn't get the memo on that one because
sound is a little hollow. Honest said. Thanks, Honest. Let him check the settings report.
Check. It's on. Wait, no, it's not. I even checked this before. Let's see. There we go.
Check.
That should be much better.
Okay.
But I even, you know, we were rushing and thought, oh, we got time, and we wanted to break the trip up anyways because it's 8 hours up there. And after being in Nashville for a day and a half driving cars, I was.
And for me, after working 40+ hours of work,
I was like, well, we'll break it up. And I remember Laura hitting us up and going, hey, will you be here, or where are you in Champaign, Illinois? And I was like, no, we're here.
No, in Bloomington.
Well, Bloomington, I'm sorry. And then Mama Cioni called, and Mama Cioni, she laid down the law, and she's very Italian, and it was very awesome that Mama Cioni laid down the law. And so we had to kick it into a new gear, Kelly.
Yeah, we were trying to go through all these 55-mile-an-hour construction zones and not get tickets.
Yes, and thank you, Illinois, for every road that every 10 miles, it seems like you had to go through a 45.
If you were lucky and it was 10 miles.
Yeah.
And literally the sign says 55 mile per hour photo enforced.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had to Google what photo enforced meant because it sounds pretty ominous and scary.
Well, what's funny was the day before, I mean, you ended up telling me that night, but it was after we'd stopped driving. You go, did you not see the signs? And I was like, no, I'm listening to podcasts. I'm focused on driving, and no, I did not pay attention.
So here's the true story to it. It's pouring rain. It's nasty. There's a UPS truck in the right lane. I'm in the left lane just trying to do the speed limit, but the UPS truck is going faster, and you lose the lines on the road.
Yeah.
Like, because of the construction, there were no lines on the road. The only thing they had were the little reflectors in the divider. And I'm like stressed out as all get out. And I know he's already gone. And he calls me. He says, you guys all right back there? And I was like, yeah. Did you not see the 55-mile-an-hour photo enforced speed limit? Well, no. How'd you miss it? This is like the 10th construction zone we've gone through. So that's how it really happened.
Yes.
So there's a little marital nation for you.
Yes. And so I probably got like 16 tickets through somehow.
We're hoping not, because it's a minimum of
because I got a ticket last Monday for turn on a no turn on red.
Turn on red.
And then these two assholes between my daughter and wife, who I love dearly, had to go through that intersection. They took pictures of all the signs that said don't turn on red. And I even said it. I was like, I was focused on something else. I just did it, and I had a state.
He said he didn't see any of the signs.
Well, because I just
and there's two on the stoplights, and there's two as you're leading up to the stoplight, one on each side.
Oh yeah, no, I deserved it, but I was hoping for a warning, which didn't happen. But anyway, so yeah, going through the great state of Illinois.
He's not had a ticket in 18 years.
Yeah, so going through that great state of Illinois was kind of after you told me that, a little nerve-wracking. But we did make it to Cioni
on Saturday,
and I got to meet Papa Cioni, and that was very cool. I'm very, very old school Italian family.
For sure.
I love it, and very old school Ford dealership. Which once again, Laura was all panicky that we were gonna, I think, make fun of her dealership.
I don't know.
Dude,
maybe.
You're moving Fords. Who cares? Like it does. I don't care if you were like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and they popped up the lid on the sewer and like, you got a Ford.
But I will say it was smaller than I expected it to be.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I had a good idea because I didn't
Google Earth it or anything, but I figured it was maybe a little bit bigger than it was. But yeah, no, it was definitely a small town dealership, and it was super cute. It was totally took you back from an experience perspective.
Great little town.
Although I didn't tell you this, Laura, but I don't think the lady at the gas station liked me very much. I was trying to make
she had a cool Stewie tattoo though.
I was trying to make conversation with her, and she probably was like, "You're those stupid All-Terrain Nation people, aren't you?"
And how would they know? Because Laura has a digital billboard when you enter the town that says "Welcome All-Terrain Nation," and we got the red red carpet treatment. It was very cool, man.
It was very cool.
The fastest, easiest signing of paperwork we've ever done.
100%. 100%.
And I guess we should do this. We should just bring in Miss Laura here because we're talking shit about.
I'm laughing so hard.
But Laura, welcome to the show, by the way.
Hi.
For those that have met Laura in person, they know she's not quiet. Like this is her stage Laura, I think a little bit.
This is I can't drive 55 Laura.
Especially with the tune.
But so Laura,
can we tell a little bit of that story, or should we not tell that story?
That's fine. I'm
okay.
News anyway.
So we'll just do this lead up story and then we'll get into. So we tuned the Bronco.
Well, we didn't technically.
Well, we didn't. Laura's dealership.
Master Tech tuned it.
Laura's dealership tuned the Bronco, and we told her to, hey, give it a shot. Like, take it out, see what it's got. And apparently,
she filmed it. She filmed a TikTok or a reel.
she filmed it and was just having a blast. Like, it was totally organic. It was awesome, and
it was a dream.
She texted us and she's like, I had to take the post down. And we're like, what do you mean you had to take the post down?
We didn't tell you had to.
We didn't tell you anything. She's like, the sheriff told me I had to take my post down. Like, I got a warning. And we were like, how does the sheriff tell you have to take it off Facebook or Instagram or whatever? I think the downside, Laura, we figured it out. I think it's because you were showing that you may have been going way above the speed limit.
Near triple
digits. And probably is why you got the little like smack on the hand warning for it. So I'm guessing that's why. Was there any words that came along with the warning, or just, hey, you need to take that down, that you can share?
Yeah, I said I had to test the tune for all three nations. And he's like, take it down. And I said, oh, just have a little fun. And I, walked right back into working.
Was he related to the lady at the gas station? Because that would have explained why she was mad at us. Just kidding. Whenever I'm in like small towns or that, I don't ever want people to think that we're like these mean or rude like city people. So like I feel like I go like over the top of being nice to people, because I want people to realize that there are nice people that don't live in small towns like that. And so I think I would do what?
Everybody's nice from Tennessee. No.
I don't know.
No.
No, I don't know about that, but
I'm one of those assholes. So.
Yeah, it's true story. But I was extra nice to her, and she wasn't interested in me. So it was fine. It was like, okay, cool. Thanks. Have a good day.
BP or Casey's?
At Casey's.
We were trying to get a pizza. So Casey's is famous for pizzas, and if you're in the Midwest, you know about Casey's. And I told my daughter about this and was like, hey, do you want to stop and get a famous piece of Casey's pizza? And she's like, yeah. And then they didn't have any.
And they didn't have any Casey's, which we didn't ask her anything about it. It was just, we just went up and she was just like, next person. Like, that's all she was interested in, getting us out of her thing. But anyway, it wasn't any knock on the city. It wasn't any knock on anything. We had a great experience.
No, but then Laura tries to get you to jump the railroad tracks.
That is true. She did try to get me to jump them. She's like, you should jump them. And I was like, which way do I go to jump them? Because there's like,
I have a video. Show them the video.
There's a short start.
Well, it doesn't
get air.
At all.
Yeah.
I didn't get air is the problem.
It was still fun though.
Oh yeah.
It was fun. Absolutely. And I have already, like, this morning, when we were on our way to school, Sydney and I were, she goes, or there's a railroad track that we go over, and I wasn't jumping it. I just was going over, and she looks over at me. She goes, Mama. And I was like, I wasn't jumping them. It was just driving over them. I said, doesn't mean we couldn't jump it. We could probably jump it better in this.
Right.
Because I had already jumped those in the Raptor one time, the Bronco Raptor. Or not the Bronco Raptor, the Ranger Raptor.
Is the best. Yes. For sure.
Yes. Let's see if I can bring this up real quick. All right, so here's Laura filming it, and of course, I mean, like I said,
there's not really a big lead off, so there's not really a.
You could get it to.
I think you'd be better going the other way to get air.
Yeah, but Kelly having to get her first taste of zoomies in the vehicle.
Yeah,
Laura was definitely a bad
influence.
Yes, bad influence on that. But Kelly took us out in the vehicle. But as far as leading up to getting this thing, we had hinted about 4 weeks ago. I'd seen Laura started posting up, and we had seen this. You'd posted this one up because you've had this one for quite a while. way longer than you probably should have, because I know Ford they don't like you to hang it. They want these gone. So, and you put an incredible deal out, and we got the same deal that you were putting out. You didn't offer us anything extra special other than
we didn't go digging and asking.
Yeah, and you gave us a great trade in on Rebecca the Bronco and even our Raptor, and because we had talked about, hey, I need the truck gone anyways, and so you guys were very generous and bought that from us, but we had done time in a Raptor, and like I said, we had laid the groundwork for this about a month ago, and I kind of regretted saying it because then people kept asking me, and I was trying to backpedal because I didn't want people to realize what we were doing, and it really came down to Kelly loved your Bronco.
I did.
If you're new to the channel, I bought in 2020. I was a day 3 reservation, July 16th. And it was about this time when I did it, and I snuck downstairs to grab my wallet to put $100 down the reservation. And Kelly was down entertaining her parents. And only time she ever sees me go grab my wallet, she knows I'm buying something.
No, I see him grab his wallet. Oh, you mean only time you go grab your wallet? Yeah.
So she was like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I said, "I'm just putting a reservation down." And which you were very cool about it at the time. You didn't, because we didn't have a car.
Because I'm a cool wife.
Well, there's that, but we didn't have a car payment or anything at the time, and the idea for us to get in the Bronco at the time was it was everything we wanted without having to modify it.
Well, and it was a refundable reservation, so there was that.
Yeah, but everything we needed without modifying it, except we ended up modifying it quite well. But we waited like everybody else. I didn't have any special. The channel was very young at the time, so I didn't have any special pull by any means to get ours pulled. But through it all, we ended up changing from a hard top to a soft top. We got that build a couple days later, something like that. And
we had it 99 for a long time, and the reason we did that was because we were holding out for
the hard top.
Really, we were holding out, and then we found out that Rapid Red was going away, and as soon as we found that out, we immediately contacted our dealer and said, pull us off 99, switch it to a soft top. We're ready to roll.
And so we did, and almost 3 years later, because it was built October 26th, if I remember right, and delivered November 18th or somewhere.
It was your birthday.
Yeah. And we've enjoyed that vehicle. And we honestly, if Laura didn't have this deal out on this thing, I mean, we were very content in the Bronco, and I was very content in the truck, even though we knew, okay, the truck's going to turn into something else down the road. And which it did a little earlier than we thought. And Laura, being a good Ford salesperson, made sure we stayed in a Ford product. Because Toyota was on the horizon. There was a 4Runner on the horizon. So
Ford Video Guy says, question, did you take all the mods off Rebecca?
We took a few off.
We took a couple, but we didn't. So we took the Slipstream off because it was interchangeable to should I be releasing that, or is that a different
they're gonna know.
We're switching. We kept the Slipstream, the med box,
the rollout deck.
Oh yeah, the slide deck from Diabolical.
You kept the
really, that's about it.
I think that was about it. The rest of it
we were going to keep the rock rails and just honestly the hassle of getting those off, and the fact that the Raptor is 37-inch tires versus 35s. Yes. I really needed a true step, and I felt like, I mean, don't get me wrong, the sliders we'll get into that. Just hold on. So
how are you going to tell me you'll get into that?
Because I'm about to lead into how we did it. So Laura made us a deal privately. It was going to happen last weekend, but Laura was on vacation. And Laura, what happened? I said, hey,
are you releasing it now?
Yeah, this is fun. So I was like, Laura, okay, we want the Bronco. And I told you a while back, we will buy a Ford product from your little dealership.
Oh yeah, that was Labor Day weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you rushed because the Ford Tune, and I did a video and it said, hey, and I kept saying, hey, it's going to be on my Raptor. I just didn't say which Raptor it was going to be on in all the videos. And so you went way out of your way to make sure that we were one of the first to get the Tune. And after that, Laura, you called us and said, uh-oh. And what happened?
Literally, it was right before we were going to get on the road.
Literally.
Which, yeah, it blew the PCM basically when we were.
Well, you didn't. The Tune did.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I emergency called you and said, "Oh, don't go on the road because we have a dead Bronco here." So we tried switching from the other Bronco Raptor, and got one immediately ordered, but it wouldn't be till like Tuesday, and it was Friday. So to get the new PCM. So, and Kevin, I don't know if he's in the chat, but he helped me or guided us to do it correctly we ended up actually putting it back in the green Raptor, got the new PCM, the black one, and then tuned.
Which is funny because when you called us and was like, "Hey, we're going to switch it out," we quickly made plans because our daughter is in travel. You guys know she's in travel softball, and I love being there watching her play and supporting her. So I was just like, "All right, we're going to do this real quick." And then Laura, like 25 minutes later, is like, "Hey, we solved the problem." And I was like, "Oh shit." I didn't tell the coaches and everything we would be.
Oh, yeah, we had the tune in it though, so I guess we didn't technically.
Yeah. Let's rephrase. They had a potential resolution for it is what it was. Yes. They didn't know that it wasn't going to work yet at that time. But yeah, literally as soon as Laura said that, we immediately canceled our daughter's plans to be where she needed to be and all the things. And we're like, okay, we'll be there after all. And then Laura was like, wait, I might have a resolution. We're like, well, we already canceled all the stuff for her because we were in such a tight time frame to cancel.
And that was 2 weeks ago because the next weekend Laura you were going on vacation.
No. She was on vacation Labor Day weekend.
That's right.
And then it was the next weekend, and then it was this weekend.
Right. So it was an ordeal, and trust me, they refreshed on Rebecca. They refreshed or they were loading some new software on it, some update, and they fried the center screen.
When we did it, when we had it early on.
The dealership did. So they put a new screen in the driver's screen. And
there was some update that needed to be done.
Because they were like, I don't know how this update fries a LCD screen, but they were like,
But they said it happens sometimes.
Yeah. I was like, how did these tunes and stuff, how does this happen? And so when Laura told us that, I was like, I've heard of this before. We've had a little bit of this happen. Yeah. So I was like, man, it'll work out. And it did work out. Yeah. And man, that tune, well worth it. We got to drive this. We drove a black Bronco Raptor at Vegas off Rodeo for Raptors and didn't think anything of it. We just grabbed, that was the color. Everybody wanted the fun colors.
That's what was left over.
Yeah. We were like, oh, well, what the hell? It's a Raptor. And that's when I kind of fell in love with the thing and was like, and we talked about it out on the trails of like, I don't know, at the time, would it be hard to get rid of your vehicle? And so we just kind of put that off of like, nah, it won't happen. But Laura's little dealership came through for us, and we have to say very, very big thank yous for your family. They treated us very kindly.
And I'm really hoping it finds a really special home so that we can visit her sometime. Yes. So
if somebody at Cioni would keep that and maybe come to Supercell every once in a while with it, we wouldn't mind saying hello. No, I'm playing. But so with the Ranger Raptor was gone as well. Yep. And be honest, I mean, that's a dream truck of mine, but I haven't been sad about like, oh man, it's gone. I would still own that truck and love it just as much, but we moved through a lot of vehicles. So for that one, I was like, I did my
whether it's a smart thing to do or not.
Right. Tell my tax people that.
Right. Wait, I'm the tax person.
Yes. So tell Kelly that. But Laura, instantly, I think that afternoon you were out ripping on the Ranger Raptor a little bit, right? Is that what the photo I saw was?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably.
So, I mean, how do you like that truck, Laura? Because I know your dad has one, and you've told us, he kind of likes his old Ranger better. But how do you like it?
Oh, I love it. Oh,
really?
Seats are so comfy. It's got everything in it except Blue Cruz, probably,
Yeah.
But so definitely nice. And I mean, my Bronco's an Outer Banks, so I don't have, the heated steering wheel and all that stuff. So
yeah.
But I mean, it does everything you ask it to, I have a little lead foot, so it's
no, not you, Laura.
It kills me because I would love to experience the tune in that truck. I mean, it's already peppy.
Yeah.
Right.
And the biggest thing that I've noticed with the tune from the short time we've been able to drive normal Raptors till now is the shifting points of it are so much better. It's very smooth. When you get into it, is it a high performance Lamborghini? No, but the shift points now are so seamless. Like it just, when you're in it, you don't feel that buckling like you would in a the normal Bronco where it's just a little harder shift. This is smooth and it will get up and go. Is it a speed demon? Probably not yet, even though it's 455 horsepower now. But it definitely it's improved.
We talked about that a little bit yesterday when we were driving it, is that it does feel it feels a little slow off the go, but once it goes,
it doesn't want to stop.
It doesn't want to stop, because I actually was going, where was I driving it? Driving it, I don't remember, but I was going 55, and I know that doesn't sound very fast, but like for where I was driving, it was fast for the area. And I was like, dang, I didn't even realize I was going 55 miles an hour, because it's just smooth once you get there.
So I can only imagine in the Ranger what that would do to that truck.
Oh yeah, because that easily we were doing 85 in it, and nothing in Mexico.
YouTube Car Spotters Guide. Yes, I would greatly appreciate if you hit that like button, and if you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel. We do a lot of fun things. So we did the deal with Laura. Got to meet, like I said, Mama Cioni let me know real quick that hey, there's a hard deadline, and she told me, you're not at this deadline, the deal's not going to happen. And I'm kind of shitting my pants at that point. I'm like, uh-oh. And you know what Laura is? I had to stop and go to the restroom, and I was like, well, I guess I can hold it for another hour. So like, let's go. I kicked it in high gear a little bit because
it was funny because I told him, I was like, we're an hour and a half away of an 8-hour trip. And like, this isn't going to like, how's that going to work? Like, I don't even think their town has a hotel. So that's not going to work. Like, you don't even have a stoplight, right? That's what you
not in the whole county. Yeah. And we're the smallest county in Illinois. We used to be the largest county years back, but I guess now we're the smallest county without any stoplights. So when people complain about the auto start stop, I'm like, there's nothing to worry about.
Just your stop signs. Or is there only one stop sign in your county too? I'm just kidding.
No, we went through a few of them.
I know. We did find this. We did find the stop signs as we were getting back to the interstate for sure.
Yeah. That we did, and we found the sign like I'd mentioned earlier that Laura had done for us, and I tried to get a picture of it, and
pictures just didn't do it justice.
It wouldn't come through for some reason. It was bumming me out.
We tried multiple different angles and everything too, and it just.
I tried to too. That's why I edited it on mine. And
yeah. Well, it's funny because we didn't even because you had edited it, I just thought it was like. You edited this picture of like that. And I was like, oh, that's really cool. But we were literally driving by and I happened to look up
about it. Yeah.
And I was like, Dave, that says All Train Nation is coming to Cioni Ford.
Oh, cool. That's funny you thought.
Yeah. It was hilarious. What is it?
I can't find
it's probably Instagram.
Yeah.
I forgot to remind you of that. That's funny. And I forgot to do a video. I wanted you to do a video with my dad and be like, no baloney at that.
Oh,
I meant to do that and I forgot.
It's funny, you walk in your dealership and there is a Cub sign and there is a Yankee sign. And that's how I know that's an Italian family. Of like, they like the Yankees. And your dad's got his Yankees hat on. And
just because his grandpa they planted a lot together in the garden and he loved the Yankees and he couldn't come over if he didn't like the Yankees. So.
Oh.
And it used to be a Cub hat, he tells all the customers. NY for next year, but now we can't say that because they did win the World Series.
That's hilarious.
Right. Let's see. There it was. So Kelly,
yes.
Steel Bronco. I don't know if they're still in here or not. What does that say?
So Steel Bronco says, Dave and Kelly, I always knew that sparkle was in your eyes from the first drive of the Bronco Raptor. So happy I'm tearing up. So Steel Bronco at Supercell 2 years ago.
Yes.
I think it was 2 years ago now. It was like, you guys have never driven a Raptor?
And we just hadn't gotten around to it.
No,
honestly.
we just hadn't yet. And they rolled up to our little tent we had and we're like, you guys haven't driven one yet? You want to? And we're like, yes, please. And sure enough, we did. And Dave at the time was still like, meh, I mean, I'm okay. And I was like, that's fun. Let's do this. And little did we know we would be here, down the road, doing our fun things with Raptors and the adventures we're going to find with it.
Yeah. We're already trying to plan a off-road trip.
Which we're trying to make work with our friends.
Yeah.
Because
this is our busy time of the year.
Yeah, they're busy. We're busy. It's all busy.
Yep. But here is, I do love this picture because this is me pure. I'd poo-pooed on the Raptor a little bit.
Yeah, you did.
And this was me at the Raptor off Rodeo. And I had just done probably 20 miles in this thing, ripping through the desert. And I was so happy driving this thing. Like you wanted to drive, and I just was having a hard time of letting go.
True story.
And it's a black. Now it had the plastic color fenders, but yeah, I was very, very happy there, Kelly.
Yeah.
Can you talk about that a little bit? So still, they let us. And I did a small video of you driving it and pretend like, oh, she took the steering wheel away from me. But when they let you drive that, like here is the this was them pulling up to us and saying, hey, do you want to drive this thing? And you were just all about it.
Yeah, it was awesome. We had a lot of fun in it. It was funny because Dave started driving in it. And then about 30 seconds later, they said, okay, it's Kelly's turn. And literally like 30 seconds later.
I didn't get to the end of this drive. And they were, yeah.
So they made us switch around and me drive it. And it was awesome. Like it really was. And
I would have picked, honestly, if
yes,
Code Orange was still
I
in.
agree.
And you're not an orange girl at all.
I'm not at all.
But I would have loved to have Code Orange in this thing. Even with the black fenders, I like Code Orange.
Yeah. I would have liked Code Orange as well. That would have been really the only color I've seen on Raptor that I would have had, other than black. Right. But this would have been my primary.
A ruby red might be really cool. That's coming.
Maybe, but it's not on there right now.
I know.
I'm saying right now.
Of course. So yeah, we were a little bummed. Even on the Ranger Raptor, though, we wanted Code Orange for that, and it just wasn't going to work out. What is up? Our buddy Kevin, who is maybe on an oil rig out in the middle of.
So you haven't totally disowned us yet?
No, I did get a text message though, of changes are all around. We'll just leave it at that. Let's see. Oh, that's a good question. Are you concerned about black color scratches and nicks? I will say this: nicks on a black vehicle always seem to be easier to. You can dab a little
knock on some dang wood.
Well, road rash, chips like that. That's always seemed to be on black vehicles. Seem to hide easier for some reason. Honestly, I'm not real worried. The only thing, there's a trail we like to do at Windrock called Trail 27, and at the end of it, I had a video out there where it's just you're sideways, you're going through deep ruts, and I would have to get some good wheel spacers on this thing to help kick the fenders away, and that would be the only thing I would be concerned about. But no, I mean, I'm not precious about vehicles. I love all these vehicles that we drive or own. But like I said earlier, the only time I'm going to miss the truck is when I need to do truck things. Like when we do the ball field stuff.
We've already been trying to figure out how we're going to make everything that fit in the back of the Raptor or the Ranger Raptor fit in the back of the Bronco, because that's going to be
fit.
So like I'm gonna have to get a smaller tent, and there's all this other stuff we're gonna have to do.
We'll just use a trailer.
I'm not taking a trailer to the ball field for our gear. That's just crazy.
You want to say redneck, right?
No, I was gonna say ridiculous. Aaron Johnson says, "Did you all stop at Badlands on the way home?" We did not. We literally did not have enough time.
We came in the back on the wrong side of the state, so we took Waze took us all the back roads. Which was what? Because we were just told us, watch out for these roads when we were going up.
Yeah, so it took us through. It did not take us through Effingham like it did on the way up. It took us through
some tiny town.
Something else. We were on 41 a lot,
and then we were on State Road 1. State Road 1, and then we jumped on 69 for a minute, and then we're back on like 41 or something.
Yeah. And we went. So we hit an extra state on the way home because that's how it routed us. We went through Indiana and then in Kentucky, and then into Tennessee.
Yeah, we were all over that. We had a good time though.
Yeah. And if you didn't see it,
I know
we stopped.
Oh my God.
Dave didn't want to stop. Sydney didn't want to stop. But guess who got to stop? We stopped where I wanted to.
Oh,
and it's on Instagram.
I'm going.
We literally, I guilted this one because I was like, when did you stop being fun? Like, because when we first got together, we would go on just these stupid, like, I'd come home from work on a Friday and he would say, pack a bag, we're going. I was like,
and I would say, I would tell her which direction.
Oh no, it's on your personal Facebook.
It's my personal.
And I said, what do you mean? And he said, just pack a bag, we're going somewhere. And sure enough, like we were like crazy.
Yes. Let's see here. I'm trying to figure it out. Damn technology. But what did we see, Kelly? What did you say what we saw?
I was waiting for you to pull the picture up.
It's one of the goofiest things that this lady's ever wanted to see.
There it is. It was in Marshall, Illinois. That's the town we went through. We went through Marshall. And it was in Marshall, Illinois, and it was the world's longest gavel made of red oak. And it was just inducted earlier this year into the Guinness Book of World Records.
I want to see the guy slam that gavel down.
I don't think anybody can. So a little backstory on this and why I thought it was kind of cool when we found out we were like, literally we just saw a sign that said world's largest. And I was like, world's largest what? And then I had to Google like what was in Marshall, and it said gavel. And so our daughter right now wants to be a lawyer.
She's wanted to be a lawyer for a while.
She's wanted to be a lawyer for a while, and she's been the fighter for a long time too. So it kind of makes sense. So I think it's kind of cool that she saw this, because if she does become a lawyer, she might look back and be like, oh, that was kind of cool. Or she might look back and be like, that was really stupid. That's okay too. Because right now she thinks it was really stupid, but day in the life.
Yeah. So and I will say this, Laura, so the tune is a little thirsty.
A little.
As I knew it was going to be. I wasn't like stupid to the fact that, I mean, it's already a Bronco Raptor, which is a rolling brick with 37s on it.
It's true.
But yeah, we noticed 13 before the first fill up.
Yeah.
And once we made sure to put high test fuel in it, the tune liked that a lot better. But once you went over 2,000 RPMs, we were getting 17, right at 17 before. But once it hit over 2,000 RPMs, it was like you could see 17 just ticking away. It was definitely in the probably 15 to 14 range. But we didn't buy this for a fuel economy beast. But
there will be a hyperloop on it. We will have to do a hyperloop on it to see kind of what it was.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait, go back over here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Honest, thank you for that super chat. We're going to need it because...
Trust me.
Premium.
We thought we were saving money, but turns out, as thirsty as this bad boy is,
that premium fuel is needless to say. Yeah, Bryce says take a trailer to the ballpark. Get off the trailer to the ballpark.
Where is the old Dave, the fun Dave? Yeah. I'm still here. I was at that point because I'd been on a press event for a day and a half before. I hadn't been home in 4 days.
Well, and we drove 4 hours that morning, and then we bought the truck, and then we got back on the road. So
I was
he was trying to drive home that night, but we didn't end up. We ended up stopping about 2.5 hours from home, because we were tapped out. Evansville, Indiana, is where we ended up staying.
Which was cool because my dad used to play music in Evansville.
So see, there you go.
And it was a nice little hotel.
It was fun little downtown. He thought I was trying to kill him where I was putting him.
When we woke up, we did see quite a lot of homeless.
That doesn't always mean anything.
I didn't say it.
Yes, Ford video guy Laura got all of her paperwork filled out.
We hope.
From us. We hope so. Because he said, sounds like you drive it like you stole it. Laura, did you get all the paperwork?
I will say with that tune, it will get sideways if you want it to. I definitely tonight when we were going to get dinner, I could have really got it in sideways if I really would have got into it. And if I put it in 2-wheel drive Baja mode, it would have definitely gotten sideways, which is pretty impressive for the size of the vehicle.
Bye, Stephen R. Thanks for joining.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Old Dave just add tequila.
Yeah, well, or whiskey.
He wants your Raptor. He would talk today.
And Peugeot.
Steve Raptor.
No, Stephen R.
Oh, Stephen R.
No, because he'd emailed me about it, and I was like, "You're gonna have to talk to them now." I said, "I already sold it to them." So.
Yeah.
Well, it'd been nice to keep it in the family.
Yeah. Number 2, he said. That's funny. I forgot he was number 2.
Yeah. Could be number 1 with Laura.
Could be number 1 with Laura. You know where she's at. Yeah, Mark King says 41 sucks. It's funny because when we were driving up to Indiana or Illinois, our friend Jess with Unbridled Bronco actually said, don't take 41 even if it tells you to. Like, take 57. And we were like, okay. So I took a screenshot of what Waze was taking us, and I sent it to her, and she's like, okay, good girl. That's perfect route. And we didn't even know that it was bringing us the way that she told us not to take it on the way back.
And honestly,
not that
we care.
Because we got a cool picture that we wouldn't have gotten driving through all of the construction zones.
Yeah, this is the soybean patch, but we were going through lots of corn and windmills everywhere.
Yes. It was very cool.
Corn. And more corn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is like my hometown. It's their area is very much like my hometown.
Boring.
It's just corn and windmills and.
Well, that's why I told him. I said
why I go to Michigan all the time.
Well, I told him that's why I told him, I said, this really does feel like when we went to your hometown.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but we had one time when we were coming back that the sunflowers were blooming just at the right time, and Sid was about 18 months old, maybe, I think, when we took her, and we got this beautiful picture in front of a sunflower patch. So
there's one thing I have noticed that it's not exclusive to the Raptor, but it seems to be exclusive to Country Life, and that is bugs. Laura, I kid you not, we had to stop twice to scrape bugs off the windshield.
Oh yeah, Jared has to do it every time we fill up.
Well, and I thought it was rain.
Yeah, she goes,
the way that it was hitting the windshield and it sounded like rain. And I was like, I don't see any rain. Like, and sure enough, it was all the bugs dying on the Raptor.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Definitely all over the poor thing. And wrong way. Yeah, I mean, it was just, and today was still scraping them off.
Yeah.
I did a quick rinse off of the vehicle and did some suds bath to it. And yeah, no, it still needs to be debugged.
Does Sydney want the Corvette then? Or
would she want it? Yes. Will she have it? No. Question for Kelly. What was the top speed you drove since YouTube Car Spotters Guide? Up one. In it so far, not very. I've not driven it very.
I've driven this more than she has.
Yeah, because he drove most of the trip home, and part of that is because I knew that it's going to be my daily, so I'll drive it a lot more than he will. So I kind of let him drive.
Thanks.
You're welcome. We literally went I drove to the gas station at Casey's right by the dealership, and I said, if you want to drive, you can drive. And he's like, okay.
Yep.
So I haven't driven it that much. I think the top speed I've gotten it is like 60, but I've only been around town.
I hit triple digits trying to pass somebody.
Yes, on the way here or on the way home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's really cool is with that tune, man, from 55 or so to 100, it really, like, you just feel it just wants to go. That's like the prime sweet spot of that tune is like, it's not going to get off the line much probably faster than before.
No.
But man, when its little booty kicks in, it wants to go. So that you can hit 100 easy.
What is your
Ford enthusiast asked what's your daily, and Laura is asking that too, right there.
I'm trying to
your work truck?
Right now a
Nissan
Frontier.
Yeah.
2019 Nissan
with a hard
Frontier.
top on the back.
Yeah.
Which is why he got the ticket for turning right on a red.
It's about to be a new Ram Rebel, so it'll be my new daily.
He's getting a big upgrade.
Yeah. Stephen R, thank you.
Thank you
for that. Congratulations. I like that. That is awesome. We appreciate that. Trust me, right now more than ever, we appreciate all your support. And I might as well do it real quick. We have a Patreon. I will put the link in here because it's a great way to, if you like showing your support to the channel, it's a great way to do that. Or we have memberships, and if you're on your phone, you have to back out of the screen and do it. But memberships on YouTube are $5, and honestly, I get like $2.50 of that.
Patreon treats us a little better.
They don't take as much, but each one I try to do some exclusive content on each one. More of my thoughts probably on Patreon on some stuff, and then more pictures and stuff you're going to see in videos on membership.
Yeah.
So there, I sold myself.
Kevin Fowler says traded in my Bronco this past weekend too. What'd you trade it in for?
We're trade buddies.
What's that, Laura?
I was like, what'd you get?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right. Don't just
we all want to know.
That.
Yes, Douglas Blair joined us in a Patreon last week. Thank you.
He did, and I say thank you. And speaking of, I got some Patreon questions. I'm gonna bring up because I asked him today. I was like, hey, if you have questions on the new vehicle, let us know. And so I will see if I can share these real quick.
Oh,
Because Laura, how are we as customers?
oh, perfect, good.
Okay, you're.
I was
Papa
glad you
Cioni.
figured out the tax thing because that was a little crazy.
Oh, if you're buying from like Tennessee and
Yes.
Illinois, do not recognize each other's something for taxes.
Well, no, we're tax exempt, but yeah, it was a learning curve of putting.
Yeah, it was a good 2 hours of battling to figure that
on
out.
the payoff too, which is that was
Yeah, Tennessee's a little different the way they like to collect their taxes. So we don't have a state income tax, but we do absolutely have sales tax.
They make it up.
Unlike everything. So really the state of Tennessee is kind of rolling in the money, even though they don't have in-state or, state sales tax or state income tax.
Yes.
Douglas Blair says Kelly did all the talking. So I did quite a bit of negotiating during that time of like, I think maybe we can do it this way or maybe we can do it this way because Dave was just like, I'm here.
Well, usually you do the financials anyways.
Yeah, because I do all the things just because I did customer service for years and years and years, and so I learned the questions to ask and how to kind of go around.
Right.
So
here's some questions from Patreon. Rob Hallmark, are you going to wheel it as hard as your Badlands? First off, give a little hard on that. Yeah, we were talking to some friends this evening about trying to get to Windrock. I'm not precious about vehicles. I'm not going to go in and just send it like I have no F's given about it because for one, I respect the people that build the vehicle. So I want to treat the vehicle like there's a YouTuber out there that Ram went out of their way to get them a TRX and they destroyed it within a week, and then set it on fire. And it pissed me off because the hardworking people that built that truck, I felt like they were just kind of crapping on about that, and then Ram going out of their way to do that. So I respect these vehicles, and I'm not going to just, once again, I don't want to go just, let's just see how we can tear it up. But no, I would love to get it back to the Iron Gap. Iron Gap's very wide trail, so that would be a good trail for that. Hi, Allie's in the background. I see you, Allie. Sorry, I know you were probably doing something, so we'll bring you in just a second. But yes, no, the plan is to definitely off-road this thing. I would like, especially with 37s. The 35s is the biggest tire you've ever got to wheel.
Yes.
So now it's taking everything up a notch. Things that might have been not struggle, but a challenge, fun challenge, might not be a challenge anymore. So
might just be like a cakewalk.
Yeah. So definitely going to do that. Kelly, Steve P in the house, and what did he have to say?
Steve P says, congratulations. When driving and parking, can you feel the difference in the width of the Raptor compared to the Bronco or the Rebecca? Yes, both of us can say yes.
Yes,
absolutely.
It's definitely, she's a thick girl.
But I will say the super, super cool thing, and obviously the higher trims of the non-Raptors have this option, but we didn't.
We were
the 360 cameras, the parking with the 360 cameras is just amazing. Like, it is a total different game changer from that perspective. So it does make it a little easier because I was used to just having a backup cam, and this actually has we're going to watch how it pulls in that parking spot. And so that has definitely been a nice adjustment, but it is an adjustment for the split screen.
All right, Kelly, next up, Jim Peterson, who's been a longtime supporter of ours.
Hi, Jim. What modifications did you save from the Badlands since you're maybe trading it in for the next refresh? Are you going to be modding it as much as the Badlands? Have yet to be seen on how much we mod this one.
It today.
We did mod it a little bit today. I don't see us doing anything with the suspension like we did with Rebecca.
No,
I don't see anything with that. So we left the suspension on Rebecca, of course, and
somebody without Cioni is going to get a brand new 2.5-inch lift, which could be, I think, jacked up to 3 inches to put 37s under that thing. And I'm not trying to tease Laura to buy this thing. I'm just saying. But no, Icon suspension on that thing, which is a stage 3 suspension that hadn't been on the truck since Supercell.
Yeah, not very long.
She's still freshy.
And also it kept the front and rear bumpers with winch, and
which, Laura, you were surprised that we left the winch on there, right?
Yeah. I mean, that was nice.
Yeah. We didn't want to send you an empty hole in the bumper. Like,
yeah. Who's a Bronco with love?
But we took the diabolical slipstream off of it. We took the diabolical slide shelf out of it.
You have the table in there still.
We left it.
And the light.
Table.
Yeah, we left the
and we left Laura lots of stickers. Sorry, Laura.
We did. Yes.
Sorry.
And
I was not on there, so I was a little heartbroken.
Really?
Yeah. I saw.
Oh, wait, keep looking because. Did you look behind the Tuffy table? Because there are a couple behind the Tuffy table.
Maybe I'll have to look better.
So you may look there. It might be there. But we also took out the Mountains to Metal medicine cabinet.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, we left.
Yeah, and a lot of this will go back into the new one. And I mean, there's some things we've got.
We left the IAG cup holders in there.
We will modify this one.
Yeah.
Yes, it will be. We're going to have fun with it. It's our personal. It's obviously it's a review vehicle right now, but it's also our personal vehicle. And there's things we want for. You and the kiddo are happy it's got cup holders in the back.
We're super excited.
Somebody made a comment in the video earlier. There's no armrest in this one.
Yes, there is.
No, in Rebecca.
Oh yeah, no.
It was like what they did in 21. They just unless you bought the high package, you didn't get these options. So
yes, please. We're gonna figure out a way to stickers. So yes, if you send us one and it was on the back of Rebecca, please feel free to send us one.
First patch, or I was the first patch in there.
She was. Laura was.
Oh crap! Did we get our alley patch?
Where was it?
It may be still in Rebecca.
Up
in the headrest.
No, nothing's been in the headrest.
Yeah,
no, nothing was up there.
I put one. I don't know if I may have pulled it off already. Allie, sorry. I didn't. She's gonna kill me.
But yeah. So
we modified something tonight. Nothing crazy, but I think it's
it's necessary.
Definitely necessary.
Pretty much for everybody.
And last one.
Steve P. Also looking forward to hearing the real life reviews on it, as you have done with everything else. I imagine a lot of transfers over as the same, with the exception of the power and the other capabilities. Yeah, I'm really interested to see from a long term. I've already noticed I've already noticed that there's a difference in the power under it. So I've definitely already.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what he means is the visor.
Yeah, we have the diabolical. What?
That Bronco is now worth an extra $1,000 with Bucky and Maya's patch.
Yeah, they're speaking of his $1,000.
Hi, Allie. Welcome in.
Hi.
It's a collector's item.
Should be.
So it's like a weird trio here of we've bought vehicles now from two of you.
Yeah.
So,
killing it.
Yeah, we've gotten two from Allie. Sorry, Laura. We'll have to catch up, I guess.
But we sold two to Laura.
It's true.
It's true.
So
we only buy from Allie. We don't seem to trade in. Allie, how is your Monday going?
It's a Monday.
Are you still hungover from your amazing trip to Colorado? You still missing it?
No, I mean I miss it. I mean, I'm surprised I'm not back yet, but
back to Colorado?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, we're good. I think by like Saturday I recovered. Because I didn't have any days off or anything either, so that also made it worse.
Oof. Oh, I trust me. I know that pain because I'm all out of vacation time. And
so here too.
We've got 4 days in Vegas coming up. Yeah.
After my 4 in Texas, I'm done. I don't have any more paid vacation time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, in Vegas is going to be an unpaid vacation, so that'll be fun.
Please subscribe. Look, Scott comes in clutch. Scott comes in clutch on that one.
Perfect timing. Thank you for that super chat.
Well, we're taking a pay cut to go to Vegas to bring coverage of SEMA. So if you've ever thought about just subscribing,
so watch.
Hit the likes.
Yes. And share. Get all your people to watch.
Yes. Oh, I'm itching because I owe the Raptors a good jump because when we did the off rodeo in Vegas, as press, we didn't get to do. I think when they take people out to there, they get 3 laps. We got 1. They took us around.
To jump?
I don't even think they jump them anymore.
No, they took us around once.
Oh, you mean in the Raptor?
Yeah.
Sorry.
And then we got to do 1 jump. So I owe that vehicle a good jump, and I know a good railroad track to do that in.
That is true. I did a really crappy job at jumping it in Vegas. Yeah. But I did a good job at Johnson Valley in the F-150 Raptor.
Well, it's because I was
Raptor
cat boxing it out somewhere. I was litter boxing it.
Stop it.
In the desert.
Nobody needs to know. Ford enthusiast, this next purchase needs to be from Tim.
I would buy from Tim.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say that.
I mean,
we're working our way around.
As long as you're not in like the LA area, Los Angeles area.
After ours, your next purchase.
No.
Nope. This is it.
Yeah,
like
I don't like going past.
I'll get you a Maverick.
Hey, I really would.
Dave. That's Dave's baby.
I would like to buy a Maverick.
Lobo.
Honestly, that Tremor, the new Tremor.
Not the Lobo, the Tremor.
I like that little truck, and I came back from that wanting that truck pretty badly. But its pricing's a little on the new Tremor's a little bit to me out of line.
Honest. Dear God, is your all like button broke? I love you, Honest. I'm looking. Keep talking.
Oh, chat. Let's see. Tonight we put in step guards. What do they call them? The IAG. We spent money.
IAG door sill.
Yeah, the step protections, which Laura over there will notice is in Rebecca, because I think that's an important where your body's showing when you pulled the doors off. I think it's a good way to help protect the paint there. So we did that, and it was a cheap modification.
Cheapest chips.
Hypermotive Racing says we aren't allowed to offer the Raptor. It's a hard no from JJ.
Oh, come on,
probably because
JJ.
y'all would have way too much fun in it.
Speaking of JJ, he needs to email me back. Y'all had some scratch and dent tube doors he needs to email me about.
Yeah. So just have him ping us.
Yeah. Or JJ, if you're watching, because you do occasionally watch these.
Honest says that's because Kelly is the brains of the operation.
100%. I'm the looks.
Obviously.
Wow. Thanks a lot, jerk face. Jeez.
Beauty and the brains, I guess.
Ford enthusiast says Ram Rebel is a big truck. I'd rather have an F-150. I have the money. It would be a Lightning like Tim Ford video guy had. Yeah, so Dave doesn't get to choose what his work trucks are because his company.
It's a fleet thing. They just buy them.
It's a fleet thing, but this is actually a big step up compared to what would normally be a fleet truck for him.
We went from a $27,000 truck to a $50,000 to $60,000 truck. So
he's got the nicest one in the fleet for sure coming to him. So
I think I was rewarded for something you're going to see down the road. Which I want to say, we'll talk about that real quick. Rally tops. You guys know a couple. I've reviewed all the hard tops that were supposedly coming to market. There's only been a couple that actually Anderson tops, Rally tops, and Armadillo, I think, is finally to market. But Rally tops, I kind of gave shit about their rear glass when they came out. It just kind of looked cheap, and they took our feedback and they changed the back of it, and they sent us out a hard top to try out. So we gave a local person this hard top because obviously I don't need a new hard top. Had they've done this like 2 months ago or so when we ordered the Ford top, Rebecca would have had this top. But they sent us one of their hard tops out to try, so we're going to install that coming up in the coming weeks. And there's a big crate in our driveway that's a hard top, and I'm pretty excited about it because
it's too big to fit in our garage.
Yeah. And they mentioned that, hey, we took your feedback and changed the rear of this thing to be more traditional. So.
Yep. And they specifically reached out to us to give us a shot.
And that's a $5,000 hard top.
Yeah.
That they sent no charge.
And for those that have anything or any knowledge of like shipping, they literally did a residential drop in our driveway. So that was an extra cost for them to send it to us as well. So.
Oh, that's right. Turn, whatever it is. Scott says, they're actually building them. So I'm hearing they're a little slower than Ragnarok said the same thing. Turn off road. Yeah, they're actually delivering them, and I like theirs. Other than the fact they put their logo on the side of it, which I'm not here to. If I'm paying $5,000 to $10,000 for a hard top, I'm not paying for your logo to be on the side of it. Sorry.
What kind of a friend is that, Ford enthusiast? Made you test drive a Santa Cruz? Come on now.
Hey, I would drive a Santa Cruz. I said drive it. Yeah, drive it. I didn't say I would buy one.
Okay. So let's be clear.
Really, we're on a Ford show right now. I don't think I'm going to talk about buying anything else.
So. We're not buying anything else.
What did we do with Rebecca's soft top? It's
still in our driveway. Yeah. So yeah.
Had I thought better of it. We didn't think, hey, Laura, we're bringing a pickup truck as well. We probably could have drug that thing up there.
Yeah, we didn't even think about it. We just thought how awkward it would be to have to pull it up there. We didn't even think about the fact that we had a truck bed that we could have put it in. It was literally all the like craziness of the last minute of like getting in the truck and going. Yeah, it's been a whirlwind.
So yes, we have a soft top that will never get on the Raptor ever.
No.
You know, when they did the dual tops,
it fit anyway?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess they do.
When they did the dual tops, did you guys have anybody order dual tops?
Oh, one person did.
Allie, did you guys have any dual tops sold?
We had
or ordered.
We had a couple.
Let me tell you, like, I would never want to change it's a nightmare to put that soft top on there.
So I told one guy, so Ford did mess up one of my customers' orders. And they gave him a cert to kind of make up the difference. And I'm like, okay, you can either wait for the soft tops to become available, like through OEM, not like the best top aftermarket, or you can take the money off the Bronco. He's like, oh, I'll wait. I'm like, don't do it. So we finally got him one, but like, it's been a nightmare to piece this entire thing together.
Yeah, and you know what pissed me off? So when our local dealership, who we've mentioned many times, was having issues with, we were the first hard top. We were the first hard top for them too.
I know you haven't heard that before, have you?
When Ford sent the email out, hey, you can buy them. We were the first for them to do it. But you know, when they put all of our parts in, they scattered all the bolts and everything to that soft top.
Yeah, like they didn't even put it in a bag or anything. They just put it in the back of the truck.
Yeah, there were some in the back of the truck. There were some in the center console. Like, I'm like, thanks, guys. Like,
and as it is, we paid you like $300 to install it, which granted, it was well earned.
Technically, have we paid for it?
I don't know. It keeps saying approved on the credit card.
Okay.
I don't know.
That's a whole nother mess.
Yeah, that's a whole nother mess. And you can't get a hold of them to make them try to run it again. So it keeps coming back. Whatever. Okay. That's a whole nother story. Douglas Blair says dual. I know you already put that up there, Allie, but yeah, it's funny because you see a lot of brand new soft tops that are for sale on like Marketplace and stuff because people do. I think they realize how much
of a pain in the ass it is.
Yeah.
If you switch, like if you're going to run it all summer, it's probably worth the effort, but for people to think, oh, I'm just going to run the soft top quickly or the hard. No, full speed. Just email us if anybody's interested in that top. I would let it go very, 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 very.
Yeah,
very
just message
cheap.
us. Don't throw a number out.
I'm not throwing a number out. I'm just saying it would.
Because you and I have to talk about that still.
Oh, your Bronco's gone. Laura has it. Sorry, we don't have to discuss anything now.
We sure do still have to discuss it.
Awkward.
Right.
Laura, is our Bronco up for sale yet?
Yes, tomorrow. I have to take pictures yet. It's cleaned up.
So it's not up for sale for Laura?
You mean for me to trade mine in?
Yes.
So I can finally get a Badlands? No, I already have one. I'm good.
Oh, and by the way, the All Train Nation is separate on that.
Technically, she has a Badlands. She just refuses to drive it.
Right?
That's true.
Let's talk about it. Wait, Laura, what did the man say at the car show?
I don't remember.
That thing deserves to be driven?
Yes.
And shown off?
Mm-hmm.
After me, Jenna, and Kevin just got done like grilling her about it.
By the way, Laura,
I got asked today on the this lady she's at the local auto body. He comes in, he's like, this lady just bought a Heritage Limited and she wants the flares painted to match the Robin's Egg blue. And I was like, well, you should have got a Raptor then, because with the matching paint. And then she wants when she has the roof off, she wants to paint that all Robin's Egg blue and the grill blue. And yeah.
Don't ruin that poor vehicle. Come on.
I know.
I mean, it's their vehicle. Do it if it makes you happy. Have fun at it. I just hurts my feelings a little bit. Laura, by the way, the All Train Nation should peel right off there. That's
like if you want to take that, it's separate from the topo.
Okay.
Which, will crush us, but it is what it is. It's not our vehicle anymore. Let's see. I do hope whoever buys that vehicle has fun with it, because that vehicle is definitely built to have fun. Let's see. What else we got going on there, Kelly?
Kenneth Finney says it's not that bad. Awkward to lift off for sure, though. I'd only want to switch spring and fall for sure.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to do that, like 100%. But it's not as like, I think is like, oh, you can just put it on real quick and.
Michael Rivas says, I can't believe you got rid of the Ranger Raptor. No more shots when Dave says Ranger Raptor.
We'll find a new one, Michael.
Find something else, guys.
Scott says All-Terrain Nation sticker adds $1,500 to the value.
I doubt that.
I doubt that.
Are y'all going to leave the wrap on it?
Or have you decided?
Yeah, we'll probably leave it and say, do you want it off or do you want to keep it? Maybe we'll sell to a member.
Do what?
Maybe we'll sell to an All-Terrain Nation member.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yes, if you would like to own our previous.
Yes.
Sounds like Laura will have it on the website tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I think the Ranger Raptor is already on the website. So
I think, yeah.
Or did you talk your dad into selling his? Because I know his was pretty much identical.
He wants to sell his too. And I'm like, no, and I won't let him. I'm like, sell this one instead.
That's funny.
You need to talk Jared into mine.
She's like, no.
He's good.
No, Laura already has a car problem.
Oh, Steven R already said, hey, it's mine. If you need me to send, he actually up above said, if you need me to send you a deposit, I will.
There were still wheeling tags if you're in the Michigan area.
Yes.
There's still the Michigan wheeling
True
tags
story.
on it. I told Laura, I was like, we can go to Michigan and have fun in it.
Michael Rivas says, now that you got the Bronco Raptor, Dave doing an overnight stream in the Bronco again?
Oh,
we're a little older now.
3 years.
Like I said.
Yeah, for the right amount of super chats, I'll do anything. Legally.
I was going to say, you do realize that.
He's like, I'm gone.
You do realize that you just sold yourself, right?
I'm not putting that.
I feel like he always sells himself.
I know it.
Hey man, that's the game I'm in. Pimping ain't easy.
Shut up,
Liver.
What is your email, Laura?
Oh, it's Laura at Cioni.
Cioni. You gotta Cioni.
It's me.
Maybe
Maria.
she doesn't need to because she's Laura.
From Cioni. She was Laura Cioni. What a great name.
You should have my email. We emailed today. Actually.
It's true story, Scott. He does it all the time.
He says he has it.
He says he has it. Okay.
Steven, if you get it, let us know.
Yeah.
I'd be curious.
We'd love to see your pictures of you having fun with it.
So I think that under the skid plate, I think there's still a Driven Wild Outdoors sticker under that they put, because I snuck one under theirs one time, and Dwayne didn't find out till he did an oil change. So they got us back one Supercell.
Yeah.
And we put a couple stickers in the glove box, I think, as well.
Something.
In the tool bag.
Oh, in the Bronco?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, in the Bronco. Yeah, there's another Easter egg. We're not going to tell you what it is. I don't know if you're going to find it or not, or whether the next owners will find it, but
that's it.
There's an Easter egg on it that we put there somewhere. Just going to say it. That's it. That's all I got.
Ford made us do it. They said, hey, the Broncos got some Easter eggs. Not enough.
I'll do one more.
So many people still don't know what Easter eggs is. I feel like
that boggles my mind in these Facebook groups. Somebody go, did you know it has this? And you're like, yeah.
Michael Rivas says, after the recent software update, my Bronco rear window no longer auto goes up or down when you do that. So damn window software. Allie, Laura, have you guys experienced those complaints too?
I've been in Colorado for the last week.
Allie's still in Colorado.
My Cruz doesn't work on mine.
Really?
Not that I use it anyway. I don't know. I did something.
You don't need to. You don't ever stop.
Clearly,
right?
your local sheriff told you. Can tell you that.
Maybe you should use your Cruise control now.
I'm a good girl, Allie, right?
Laura, we've all seen you drive.
Which I'd like to race you now, Laura, in the Raptor.
You chickened out.
I did not chicken out.
No, he was going to, but
we were going to lunch.
But I will say, did you see the ruts by that point?
Yes, it
was pretty nasty.
I know.
Like it wasn't even really fun anymore at that point. It was too ruddy.
Probably a lot of more us though.
And it's probably true. Thank you, Stephen R, for that super sticker.
Yes,
we appreciate it very much.
Yes, Scott, I get put on the last of the list when the service is busy.
So Ragnarcron will be in Michigan. We gotta have Ragnarcron back on here, by the way.
Oh yeah, wait, did he see my comment about dinner?
I don't know.
Wait, is he close to Hollyoaks? I didn't know that.
No,
he's not.
He's not, but he'll be in.
Me and Laura were thinking about doing dinner at Ford's Garage in Dearborn while he's in Michigan.
Oh, fun.
So,
yeah.
Laura.
Thank you, YouTube Car Spotters Guide, for the super chat.
Yes, so you guys know it was a heated discussion the last time we named one of these.
This one's even tougher.
We're in talks.
Yeah, we're in talks. We're still working on it. We will let you know.
I'm surprised. Like I've had several people reach out. Hey, what's the name?
Yeah.
Jesus, can I get it in my driveway before we worry about these things?
We actually had our friends that we're trying to wheel with in October actually go, did you name her yet?
Yeah.
We're like, no.
I think Bob Masters did this on Facebook. I don't know.
No, it's not. It's
Bob.
just saying hi.
Oh, okay. Hi, Bob.
Let's see.
Becky too.
We did consider Rebecca 2.0, but no.
Yeah.
She's got to have her own name.
Yeah, we're not going to buckle up to that one. What?
Will you do the Bronco off rodeo? Says Bob Masters.
So that was something
we haven't really we haven't really decided.
Well, because we had mentioned it of like, hey, Allie and Laura and you all should go out to do the Vegas Bronco off rodeo.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be fun. I think Laura would be bouncing off the ceiling like Bugs Bunny somewhere. But I mean, I have zero need, like, because we have a new off rodeo coming, Tennessee, and Kelly and Allie are going to that.
I am too.
Are you going to that one?
I've never been. But do you know anything yet, Allie? On the other, so tying it in Super
we can't talk about it. It's through ATN that she's going.
Oh.
So
nothing.
Other than the fact that they get to go.
But are they doing it at Supercell? They're tying into. I don't know.
I don't know anything about that.
I'll just wait and let Allie tell me what to do.
I can't talk about anything yet.
Other than the fact that
I'm trying to do a group to Bronco off rodeo during Supercell.
I think it'll be fun. I think that would be a really good time.
But they need to open first, so.
Yeah, they open on October 4th.
Yes, and they're pushing it. Trust me, we were there a month ago, and I mean the building's up.
Yeah,
but they were past that. It was
definitely going to be snug.
And Ford kept reminding us, "Hey, it will be open." I mean, they were very adamant about, "Hey, let your audience know."
Because we did ask. We said, "Hey, can we cover that we're in Bronco off rodeo location?" Because for those that don't know, there's certain things that are embargoed when we do these trips, which embargo means you can't talk about it until a such and such date.
So everybody gets a fair shot.
So everybody gets a fair shot at getting their content, getting it together, getting to the event, home, all the things. And there really wasn't, a embargo listed for Bronco off rodeo. And Mike Levine told us, he's like, nope, fair game to talk about it. Yeah. Just know that we're still working on it and all the things. So
yes.
It's going to be a fun little spot, I think.
Birthday trail drive for Allie at Supercell.
No, it's Rob's birthday, and Rob's birthday is first, and my birthday. So
when was your birthday again? What, April?
A birthday drive.
When's your birthday again, Allie? April what?
Mine's the 29th.
29th. Okay.
This is like the 23rd or 24th or something.
I'm 40 on April Fool's Day.
Oh, we heard about your April Fool's delivery with your mama this weekend, by the way. That's the other side of having a small mom and pop dealer.
Yeah,
is that mama tells you about how she came into the world.
Oh, Lord. I can't imagine.
She said it only took you 20 minutes to come in the world, and she knew she better be ready to run because you were going to be hit the ground running, and you did. So.
What do we got here, Kelly? Stephen R. Once
Stephen
again,
R. Thank you again for the super
being
chat.
super kind to us tonight.
Dave and Kelly, do you need a rear tire cover, the 1966 one, and the pocket things that hold the roof section?
I don't think so because I don't think it'll fit 37s.
Yeah, that's
and I honestly, I
just kind of keep it bare.
I kind of like having the tire exposed.
But we do appreciate it.
It's kind of that big middle finger to Tesla people. Like, look,
wow,
big tires doesn't make sense.
Which our neighbor's 16-year-old son has a Tesla in the driveway.
Yeah.
So it's kind of funny.
Awkward.
Right? Becky 2 electric boogaloo.
Boogaloo.
Same thing.
It's from breaking, man.
I know
it's
what
my
it
time
is.
period. Sorry. Made me buy breaking. It made me buy parachute
Just
pants.
keep scrolling.
It made me.
Just keep scrolling.
All right. Well, here, I'll let you have the controls. Since I drove the Bronco all the way, I'll let you run the show.
For high only. No, that would be Dave.
No, there was a 2-wheel drive comment above that.
Oh. 2-wheel drive launch, that's way too much spitting. I don't know if that's a response to something else that they were talking about, but let's see.
Are you going anywhere this week?
Us? No.
That's a personal comment, sir. Those are Patreon kind of comments.
Wow. Wow.
This week, we actually have downtime this week, right? Because we have SEMA, we have a press conference. Next week, we're going to be in Texas.
Our daughter has a high school softball thing, so she actually doesn't have a tournament this weekend.
We'll be at the State Fair of Texas next week.
Yeah. Next week.
They usually have some really cool truck stuff. Ford always has a huge display there. So
so this is actually our down week, and then we'll be, like Dave said, we'll be in Texas next week.
October's like, hang on.
Yeah, we'll be in Texas next week, and then October's actually kind of quiet. It's November when we go to Vegas,
and then maybe the LA Auto Show.
And for those that don't know, it's actually really hard to book an Airbnb.
Oh my god!
In freaking Las Vegas,
yeah,
I've literally had 3 different locations either not respond to my booking request or say I'm going to check with the location and see if it's available, and they never get back with me.
Or we got denied.
Or I get denied. Like, and I looked at my profile. I've got all positives. I've got, like, I don't understand it. I've got 3 years on Airbnb, and I've got a profile. I don't understand what's going on.
Yeah.
So apparently Vegas doesn't want to rent their places.
What was our answer? They asked a question. What was the question they asked? And we answered like, we're too old for partying.
Yeah, I told them it was like, do an intro to your host and tell them why you know they should pick you. And I'm like,
I didn't know it was for one Survivor.
We're too old to like disrespect your property.
You said we're there to cover SEMA.
We're there to cover SEMA, and we'll be on the show floor all day. We're too old to cause trouble or something. I don't know, something along the lines of that.
And they denied us.
And he denied us. So I don't know.
Maybe they saw my shirt.
Maybe. No, you weren't even in it. It was a picture of you and me and Sydney on the beach when we went to Florida.
Dave Whiskey Shot. I'll do anything for money.
Thank you for that super chat.
Look for armadillos while you're in Texas.
For real.
Where? Armadillos where?
In Vegas?
In Texas.
In Texas.
Oh, we've already seen those.
Mm.
Yeah,
We have them here,
cool.
remember?
Send me a video.
We have them here. Kenneth Finney says Sylvia. I don't know where.
So we name our vehicles after TV shows we're watching, and it has to be kind of an active show.
Yes, and there's not really anything we're watching right now.
There is a new good show. Looks on FX. What was that
so
called?
We'll have to see.
Something
It's called the English teacher or the something teacher.
About high school teachers.
And
Beth
I told.
Yellowstone.
What's that?
Beth from Yellowstone. Maybe.
Oh, what's the girl's name from Yellowstone?
That's who she's talking about.
No.
The blonde chick.
The 1923. The one.
1823.
Or
1883.
The 19 one where they're in Africa.
Oh, I don't remember what her name is. I don't know. We'll be searching.
All we know is I won't win. So
it's true story. Scott Weeson says we're in Texas, so we'll actually be flying into Dallas.
Yes, we'll be in Dallas and then Tyler, Texas.
No,
Tyler,
Decatur. Nowheresville, Texas.
The Eagle. What is it? Eagle Canyon Raceway.
Eagles. Yeah. Yeah. That's it.
Sure.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. Valley Dude 5000 says go old with Ziva.
Or Zima. That would date me
No.
because I remember when those came out.
Yes.
Full speed. What do we got there? Supercell.
Says Dave and Kelly come to Supercell in Tennessee, and I'll let you drive my E85 tuned Bronco Sasquatch.
Ooh,
We're all in.
We're there
we'll be
every we're there every year. Full speed.
I have my
have a-
cabin.
We have a booth.
Yeah, why don't you rub it in? I got to get our cabin.
I know.
I got to find a new one.
I started booking my cabin because everyone else did.
I know.
I know it's like.
And I panicked because I didn't want someone to take mine.
Hypermotive racing, I cannot do Karen.
No. Then you got to put the hair on the side or the hard top to the side. It's a whole deal.
No.
There's no management around here to bitch to. So yeah, we can't call it Karen.
Yeah, no.
Um.
So Laura, we know you're about to have Rebecca up for sale. We know you've got Dave's Raptor up for sale. So what else fun do you have on your lot right now that people need to come check out?
There's a Corvette for sale.
I was gonna say, is hers the Corvette?
I got to kind of run around the Corvette this week.
Dave did a little review on the Corvette. So what else do you have on your lot right now?
Not much. I have another Bronco Raptor, a couple.
Oh,
I mean, not much. Have another Bronco Raptor.
Badlands and Super Duties.
Yeah.
Her Raptor is shelter green.
Yes.
And it's the painted black hardtop, which makes it even look even cooler.
Yeah.
And what, 5,000 off on it or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
5,000 off MSRP, folks. So if you're looking for
Yeah.
a Raptor,
So I've seen
Laura.
in California people are still trying to charge like 130,000 for Raptors. I'm like,
goodness gracious.
Ew.
seriously, why? I will travel across country to save $20,000.
I had
Okay.
someone do that on a Bronco Badlands. This was like a year ago. He bought it from California and just shipped it. He's like, I still saved 20 grand. I'm like,
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, it's crazy. Christine. Actually pretty cool. Christine. Yeah, but I don't need her
great
to turn
movie.
on me though.
Yeah, I don't want to shut the hood and it cuts my hands off somehow.
Yeah, so Scott, we've actually been to Eagles Canyon before, so we actually really like it. It's just there's nothing else there near Eagles Canyon.
Yeah, the hotel, like
The hotel doesn't have a
especially
bar either.
for press events, like it's kind of fun at the end of the day. You all talk around, bullshit around the bar, and
Yeah.
there's nothing there. So yeah, kind of a bummer.
Micah Ritchie.
Oh,
thank
Sydney
you.
Sweeney. Yeah, I would not say no to Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah, but our daughter's name is Sydney, so you can't.
Yeah,
we
that'd
can't
be weird.
name the Bronco after our daughter, essentially.
Plus, that's a Mustang name. Let's be
Yeah.
honest. She's a Mustang girl.
Micah Ritchie, thank you for the super chat. Just got here. Did any of you make it to Supercell West? Sorry, I missed it. Again, we have the best Bronco clubs here in Colorado.
Me.
Yes, Allie did, and she
I
had
got
an
to meet-
amazing time.
And got to fly on a private jet. Damn
I don't
it.
know if that was common knowledge, Dave.
That was cool.
It wasn't.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. Yeah, she was offered a fun trip all the way around.
I got to meet Becca. I got to meet a lot of people actually.
That's awesome.
Got to meet Chris Fields.
Oh, cool.
Super excited. I've followed him for the longest time.
That's awesome.
Well, the wheeling there is like completely different than you've ever experienced too.
That was wild.
And
it
let's
was
just
so
say
much fun.
Allie's hooked.
Seeing snow in the summer is kind of weird.
We camped in our
Oh,
Bronco in Colorado. It was
Really?
around 30 degrees.
I was gonna say, I bet that was cold.
I had my alpaca socks on.
Kids,
I was scared
don't
the
suck
bears
up.
were
It
going to get
got down to like 50s, I think. Maybe 40s.
We were in June, I remember, when we first got the Bronco.
Tell me how you feel the oldest person in the room when you hear them say they're going to sleep in their cars and we say, not it.
Daddy's
I don't mind
pampered.
sleeping in the car.
I used to would have stayed in the shittiest shithole hotels ever before Kelly,
Mhm.
and now it's like no, I need if it's not 4-star.
Yeah, this bougie bouge. We went to a game in Cincinnati a couple months ago. We took both
for
of our
real.
kids. We took both of our kids, right? And so, of course, we have an adult son and our 14-year-old daughter. And so we're like, we're not all going to fit in one room anymore. Like, that's not how this is going to work because hotels really don't have like 4 beds in them or 3 beds in them. And so we had to rent just on Priceline 2 hotel rooms, and it was a Ramada Inn. And Dave goes, "We are never staying in this hotel ever again." And guess what? It was like 2.5 stars. So I've bouged up this one.
It's as dirty as a 1-star. So yeah.
So, we have to set our standards now. So
well, and you do these press trips. It's
he gets a little spoiled on them.
Yeah, I mean, I was in Nissan sent me to where was it, Utah? Park City, Utah. And my 1 bedroom was over $700-800 a night. And it had the bed was in the middle of the room. It was beautiful. You push this little button on your bed, the window opens up, and there's mountains. You're like, holy shit, this is. And then we saw the same hotel on the Housewives of whatever, Salt Lake City.
Real Housewives of Salt Lake City.
And then my buddy Danny, who we're gonna have on here coming up, he got a 3-bedroom for one person. A 3-bedroom that was like a 2-story house that Nissan put him in, and I'm like, that's why cars are expensive. It's my friend Danny. It's his fault.
It's his fault. Yes.
Any other questions or comments? Bring them in. By the way.
So you cut Laura off.
I'm sorry,
Laura. Imagine that.
That's fine.
You've got the vet on lot. You've got Super Duties on lot. So you're really kind of the place to go if they need Super Duty. They did have a K truck, but it wasn't for sale.
No, it wasn't for sale. But her dad put a Ford badge on it, and it looks like it belongs on there.
It does.
And her dad was a trip, by the way. I would love to spend time just sitting on a porch talking to your dad. By the way.
Yeah.
But
everybody's like, did Ford make those? I'm like, no.
Yeah, they had somebody pull up and it was like, hey, I didn't know Ford made K trucks, and your dad was like, no, I just put the badge on there. But I guess it's your dad does not seem like a person that would be into that little truck, but I'm sure it's handy for your dealership.
Yeah, he likes running around in it in the parades and stuff. But,
yeah, no, I'm probably gonna have a K truck on the channel soon. We're just say that.
No, you're not. You say that, and then you say no. You're going to do this else.
You just videoed it then.
No. You can't have both worlds. You can't have the plan that you want to make and the K truck. You can't have them both. I know you think that's how money works, but it doesn't work that way.
Dubai Overland's in the house. Welcome, sir.
Hello.
You became a member on here on the YouTubes, and over like 60 likes on my Instagram. So thank you, sir. Happy Raptor Day. Thank you. We as we wind this one down, a couple of things about the Raptor that I've noticed, Laura, and I want you to, next time you drive a Raptor and drive the Ranger Raptor, paddle shift with it. So one big thing I've noticed the difference of is the position of the paddle shifters on the truck. They're right where the steer, like they're very handy to paddle shift. On the Raptor, not so much. It's like you really got to kind of reach behind the steering wheel to kind of paddle shift. It's very strange. We love the fact that the Raptor has a stereo system, unlike
oh my gosh, legit. I messaged Allie on the way home and I was like, oh my God, the sound in this car.
Yeah, 10 speakers versus
it's amazing. It actually sounds great. It's crazy.
Bass, there's actually some bass to the system.
We kept actually jamming out to all of our tunes on the way.
It's like, holy shit.
Colorado 4x4 Rescue and Recovery. Thank you for what you do. We have a couple of Bronco Raptors in the organization. What color are you going with? So we actually have a shadow black one in our driveway now.
Yeah, no, I'll bring a picture up of it, which is not a very good picture of it. So it's.
We did have to add a couple stickers to her today.
We did.
So if you ever see ours, it does have a QR code now on there that takes you directly to our YouTube, as well as our.
And thank you, YouTube, for doing that.
Yes, thank you for offering that now.
Dadgummit. Okay, get better at this.
So Ford Enthusiast says, anyone take a Ford Explorer off road? So we have not, but we used to wheel with a guy who had a Ford Explorer years ago.
So we added a little color to the front today.
I like
that. Small little that's all I had with me right now. So we'll do something bigger down the road.
Are you going to wrap on this one?
There's plans for something, but I don't know if it's going to do like I wanted to do. Something similar to Rebecca, but
we'll have to do something to
protect,
are you going to do Rebecca? Pink? Hell no.
No, not at all.
No, ma'am.
Oh.
Don't even.
Okay.
But
start that crap.
That video, Michael Hines texted. He's like, "Is that F100 for sale. I'm like, oh no, that's true.
Oh yeah, yeah.
No.
Michael Hines.
Unbridled Bronco says, I've driven my Explorer on some rocky gravel spots, so like Midway Road. LOL.
Do you have an ST? Does she have an ST?
She does not have an ST.
No, hers XLT.
It's still good.
Yeah.
But no, there's some definite plans for a wrap. And I've even thought about trying to figure out a way to get a company to just where it says Raptor, if I can have them scan that area and just put All Terrain Nation there instead to make still the digital look to it. That might be something fun we can do. We've talked about putting the topo back on it because I've never seen somebody that like the wrap that you have on your exterior. You're like, I can't peel that off. I'm like, after a while, wraps have to go. Like they just start wearing out. And
because I see the investment in a sticker that you put on a vehicle. So I have a problem with just saying, oh, it's time for it to go.
Right.
That's the problem.
But yeah, there are plans. I'm looking at the Expel.
I thought you weren't going to say anything of what your plan was.
I said I'm looking.
My gosh. You can't keep anything under wrap.
Well, the people need to know.
Kevin Hewitt says, did you guys consider a blacktop? We did, but
I even talked to Laura when we were there. I was like, I kind of wonder because they have the black painted top on the shelter green. I was kind of like, could we somehow figure out but then it would be on the VIN. It would
yeah, it was already on the VIN and on the sticker, so they were both brand new, so that wouldn't work out.
Yeah, because the tune when we had switched the PCM, it's very picky, I guess. Everything's so VIN specific, I guess. So
I'm sure.
This would be our first overseas.
Yes, it will. So thank you for that super chat, super sticker.
Overlander.
We appreciate it very, very much.
Which I've checked out your Instagram and it looks pretty cool, man. I like you've done some cool things with you've got a Bronco that he's got this cool bar that goes across it and he's got all this stuff attached to it. It looks really, really cool. Yes, you can never see you can never have enough stickers.
Yeah, but then I don't want to take them off all the time.
Dave has no chill with secrets.
Wait, what's his Instagram?
I think it's Dubai Overlander.
It's that. Lots of cool fun. A lot of cool cars over in that area of the world. Let's see. No security clearance for Dave.
I think if he had to, he could. But he just
I'm okay on the government's list.
Here's the thing. We can embargo, so we can keep those secrets. We keep embargo. It's those types of things. It's just he gets really excited about things and likes to share exciting things, and that's the problem.
Yeah. And then like the one person that doesn't like filming videos is like, oh, you're gonna save that.
You give content away.
Giving it away. Listen, guys. I'm just giving it away. Yeah, what is it about the cow and the milk? Something about giving it away?
Don't give it away for free.
Oh my God.
So, Allie, do you have anything fun on your lot right now?
No.
There was a matching Ranger Raptor. I think it had don't be poking me. I'm not saying a word about it. I just said I know she got one in. Did it have the beadlock capable wheels?
I don't even remember.
I'm surprised that people order those because those are expensive, and most people change them out. Like you're going to change the wheels out to true beadlocks anyways, and I'm like, why spend the extra from Ford?
That is already at its new home, and y'all will see it soon.
Hypermotive Racing is answering some questions. It says no.
Weird.
I have hybrid Maverick.
I don't know why he'd be answering questions.
No idea.
Weird. Everyone can put that one together.
Bill Potter, we've known Bill.
Yes.
I think I met Bill once in Colorado or in Utah, but through the Xterra community, I've known Bill for a long time. Stickers got it in your blood when you own the Xterra. If you had a Frontier, you would not have been infected. Well,
we did have one though, and we were still infected.
Oh, we've had a lot of vehicles.
That is true. We've had a lot of,
But yes, no stickers. And the poor Xterra needed the extra horsepower. So
I was gonna say definitely needed. And that was the That was the running joke. It gave you extra horsepower.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
I was pulling it up too. Hypermotive Racing. If you guys would like to, talk Bronco Raptor stuff, just email me.
The whatchamacallits?
Explorer's not an off-roader. Hey, you take that back, sir. Anything can be an off-roader once.
Hello, Timberline off-roader.
One of my first survey vehicles I ever ran was a Geo Metro hatchback. And you know what I never did? Got it stuck. And I put that little poor thing through hell.
Hey, if you're in Michigan tonight, you might be able to catch the Aurora.
Again?
Mm-hmm. Not me over here tracking it.
That's a big hell no, Bill Potter.
Yeah.
Sorry, Allie. This is from our Xterra days.
Where's Josh and everybody? No, but you got to drink from the skull. So the Xterra community, they had an event called Gone Moab, and they would go out to Moab in every
all 3 cylinders
Memorial Day weekend, and they would put Tuaca in this vodka skull.
And if you've never had Tuaca, don't ever have Tuaca.
It's not bad. But and they would bring it. If they put Tuaca in your face, you had to drink it. And then they would end up painting things on your vehicle. They were a goofy community.
There were male appendages painted on vehicles.
Yeah,
there was a skull painted on a hood. Vehicles.
I miss my Xterra friends.
I do, but I don't miss the permanent shenanigans that would happen to some vehicles. That's where I kind of drove the.
But we did trade. We traded that Bronco. We traded the Frontier in with Niztec. Put some sparkly stuff on it. Remember that?
We did.
And there was weird caps on the air.
That was
caps.
that was on my Bronco or my Xterra. And then there was still some like glittered, bedazzled on the side of my Xterra when it went to its new home. Yeah.
In Florida.
Yeah.
I think they still have it.
I think so.
We're gonna reach out to Tim. I wonder how many miles are on that poor thing now.
So Mark King says you've had a lot of vehicles.
Yeah. What did we start out the year with? We started out the year with
Mustang.
And a Mustang.
Well, we got the Mustang in September.
Yeah, last September.
And so then we had that and the Bronco at the same time.
Then we picked up the Ranger.
And then we picked up the Ranger, and the Mustang was supposed to go before the Ranger, but that didn't happen. So then for a few months we had all 3 car payments. And then the Mustang went, and we still had to pay somebody to take that away. We traded 2 for 1. So literally we went from like famine or like feast to famine.
And I do miss the Mustang though.
Yeah.
That was a fun little ride. So let's see here.
Yeah, that was a fun. That driveway's non-existent.
I know.
Anymore.
This was our driveway at one point.
And
that's not our driveway anymore.
2/3 of that driveway are at
from Allie.
Well, they're from Allie, but they're also at Laura's.
Laura, why didn't you buy the stupid Mustang too? Come on. Get the fleet.
She doesn't want to go car broke.
Yeah,
Right.
There's that.
Right.
Then again, she does have a dark horse.
What's that?
I said, then again, she does have the dark horse.
Yeah, she won't drive either, I'm sure.
And then my Heritage beat the dark horse. I couldn't believe it. And then a Camaro beat my dark horse. I was so mad. I was like, how did this happen?
That's embarrassing.
Because I have pedals and tires. Soft.
Oh, here we go. Thank you for their armadillos.
Oh, squeaky,
Oh, is she squeaking?
In the house?
Yeah.
He's looking for something. But of course, this isn't a touchscreen TV, so I can't go look at the comments while you do that.
I know.
Allie, do we have anything in the comments we need to address? Because I can't get over there.
Oh, we got rid of this before that, didn't we?
I have Maverick hybrids coming.
Yes.
Available. XLs.
You have Maverick XLs coming?
Yes. They keep walking because they're taking so long to come in. So
We have limited edition F-150 Lions edition.
Nobody wants that but Lions fans.
Listen, we had a true diehard come in for one, and he was pumped.
Did he buy
Tell
it?
you right now, they're from Tuscany, and they outfit them.
So how many of them did they make again, Allie?
800.
Okay. Do you think that there are 800 Lions fans?
And this is somebody from Detroit
that want to buy one. No, I mean, I'm being honest. 800 is a lot of vehicles.
I don't know if I can say it. I'll say it. I don't know if I can say it, but I'll say it.
Don't get yourself in trouble.
Our rep today called us for more trucks because they overcommitted.
Oh, wow.
So there's a little over 100 that are spoken for, like dealer-wise. So we have 8, and 7 of them are spoken for.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what is the Lions one get? Like, so I've not dug into it to kind of see what's
you get super
really
cool badging,
which I've seen the outside badging.
You get headrests that's stitched with a lion.
Okay.
Like the Detroit lion.
I was going to say, and not just a regular lion, people. This is like a Detroit lion.
And it's all Honolulu blue.
So it's the
like
color.
The pure Michigan ones they had before?
Yeah, screw those.
Because I know ones from the auction.
Those are awful.
I was like, this is weird.
And then they have the stripe going down the side. They have blue tow hooks. They have a stripe going up the hood. It's like a $2,000 package, I think.
So it's really just mostly a graphics package and just kind of the interior, a little bit of a tweak.
Yeah, and you get badging on the interior and badging on the tailgate.
Okay.
So Scott's saying there's 800 vans, Lion fans. But they made 800.
Yeah, but now we have all these fake Lions fans that came out of nowhere.
Maybe those fake.
Maybe they're true.
Maybe they'll buy up all the trucks.
No, the dieharders are the ones that sat through 23 losing games in one season. Those are the true fans.
See, I was never a Lions true fan because literally, I know I've told this story many times. If you're not new to the channel, you've heard this and you're like, Kelly, shut up. But if you are new, it's a new story for you. Literally, the Thanksgiving Day tradition was either watching the Macy's parade or the Detroit parade and then watching the Lions lose. That was Thanksgiving tradition.
That was tradition.
So I was a Wings fan. So like when you win and you get to go to like the Stanley Cup parade and all these things, those are the fun things. It's not fun to watch everybody lose. So definitely was never like a true Lions fan.
See, there's a couple of diehards out there. And yes, they do have number plates on them. What are they going to do for the extra 100, like the extra few over 800? I don't know. I don't know if they're going to get a badge. So
badges? We don't need no.
And are they pre-order only right now, or are they as they pop to the dealer?
As they pop to the dealer.
Wow. So you have a wait list, and dealers have essentially a list of people that want them.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's I'm surprised.
Yeah.
But again, they had a great year last year, so I think they're gonna kind of ride that hype train.
Yeah.
They should make a Taylor Swift truck.
Yeah, I think like different football teams, I think you have to contact their dealer to see if they're doing anything. I don't know. This is
we're not
something
getting the
Michigan
Bengals
dealers
vehicle.
came up with. So
I'm the biggest Bengals fan ever, but I don't want a Bengals. I looked at Bengals Oakley. I told you about Bengals Oakley glasses today, and I was like, no, I would never buy that.
Yeah.
Well, so Kelly,
look at those youngins.
I know. This was us on delivery day with the vehicle that now Laura owns. She changed quite a bit. I'm gonna miss this vehicle.
Yep.
But we kind of have a better replacement. I hate to be mean to Rebecca, but this is on a whole new level of vehicle.
It's a different vehicle.
We talked about it on the way home that it feels at home, but it is new and different.
So it's funny. Our son had to borrow it to go get the mower.
She was very mad
to
about
mow
this.
the lawn today, and I was like, "Really?" He's like, "What?" I was like, "He better be careful." And he's like, "He's always careful." So he comes in and he goes, "So how is this different?" I was like, "Dude."
Yeah, I wanted to pimp slap my son, man. When he says, "How's this different?" You're like,
wow.
He's not a car person though.
And then his dad through through our son, he also said, so Papa was like, why was this different? And why did they need this one? It was like, he's never going to understand. Like, it just is different. It is. I said, the suspension is better. It's wider. There's an amazing camera system in it. The screen is bigger. There's all these creature comforts.
So,
there's all these things.
Think about it. 330 horsepower to 455 horsepower.
Yeah, it's a lot.
That's a big difference.
Yeah. So, yeah.
But as we wind this one down, I will miss that vehicle because that vehicle helped create this channel. We're not a Bronco specific channel. I do a lot of stuff on Bronco because I just like the vehicle. So I'm going to be passionate about it. We do cover other things than Bronco, but as far as the day this channel was started was the day the Bronco was announced, and that was just on coincidence. It wasn't, or when the reservation, they announced the
planned it.
No, honestly, I didn't. Like, I was in the Nissan world and was happy doing that till a Nissan exec pissed me off one day. And I said, all right, I'll cover everybody now.
Why don't you keep telling that story?
I will. And I'm good friends with that exec too. But facts are, he pushed us into where we are today. And we have to say thank you for that. And we bought
some of the best things that happen in your life are some of the hardest things to hear. And that is definitely was the case on that one.
And we enjoyed the fact that you could buy a vehicle on 35-inch tires, front rear lockers, everything we wanted in that Nissan Xterra that we couldn't get for our personal off-road vehicles, we got. And the past 3 years have been a blast with that vehicles, and I have a feeling the next year or so with the Raptor is going to be just as much fun. Anything as we wind this one down, anything you're going to miss about Rebecca? We did the video, but
yeah, the exclusivity of the color was a big thing for me because she stood out and she wasn't like everybody else out there. So that was kind of a big thing. She was the first, he's over there.
No, I'm not worried about that.
She was the first, she obviously wasn't the first one that I ever off-roaded, but she was like the easiest one to ever off-road. Like the first easy one that I didn't have to feel like I was going to break something as I was driving her. And so that was, and honestly, that was a very cool experience too, because our daughter really grew to love off-roading. And now I'm going to tear up just talking about it, but she became a spotter in the passenger seat and she just was like, this is kind of cool. And to see that kind of come out of her was really awesome. And she was sad.
She thought she was going to get this vehicle.
She really did. She thought she was going to get this one as her first car. And so that was never going to happen. Yep. But
red wrap time.
and one of her best friends actually was really sad that she was trying to talk her dad into buying Rebecca off of us because she really loved it. So really, it's just she was good for an era for us for sure. But it's definitely time to move on and
move up. And then in 26, maybe something fun happens in 26. So we move on. Laura, Papa Cioni took this off for us. So we're only retiring it right now. At some point, it will go on another Bronco, I'm sure. So we will keep this plate. But yeah, no, I'm with you, Kelly. I'm kind of sad about that.
Cioni Ford says, which is Laura, says ATN trip to the dunes again next year. Only if Rebecca goes. How are you going to make that happen, Laura?
Rebecca, and we'll work on that.
But Douglas Blair had a question just really quickly on, I assume it's on the Raptor. No memory seats. That is the one thing I wish it had.
Nothing on Bronco.
Made me very sad actually, because I got very spoiled in the Ranger Raptor with those memory seats.
Yeah. No, I mean, you take the top, you can't have rain or something potentially screwing that stuff up.
YouTube Car Spotters guy, thank you for the super chat. How many cup holders in there? So right now there's 1, 2, 3, 4 plus the doors. So 4 plus
back doors have them too.
Yeah, so 8.
4
and 4 doors, so 8.
And maybe we'll talk to IG
cup holders.
And add one set more. Who knows?
Why does it need one more set?
I don't know. Why
we already have 2 more than we had in
Ford
Rebecca.
Ford is that brand that has cup holders everywhere. You're like, how much fluids do you need in a vehicle?
I did almost, as we wrap this up, I did almost wear my shirt that says I love my cup holders to pickup day because I knew I was getting 2 extra cup holders. But I thought differently of it.
Yes. So that was the show. Laura, I want to say thank you for coming on and definitely keep us updated where both vehicles end up. It sounds like Steve and R really wants the one.
The Ranger.
And there's videos on that truck online now. So and we weren't very mean to that truck. The dunes was so much fun in that truck. That truck is built for the dunes.
Sure.
I know you enjoyed your Bronco up there, but I wish you would have gotten a chance to drive it in the dunes. And I even told Laura, I was like, hey, you should drive this.
I'm not gonna lie, I really wish that I drove it.
Me too.
And I told Allie, I was like, hey, go drive this.
Me too. What were we doing?
But
Stephen R says tomorrow, Laura.
Sold. Allie, you've got Supercell West or whatever they're calling that one coming up, right? That they're doing it.
Nevada.
Yeah.
Nevada, that's right. That should be fun.
I think it's just kind of like Wisconsin, where it's like slowly growing, but everyone seems to really be enjoying it so far. Wild Horses puts on the trail drives.
Nice.
So if y'all want to go see a mission of the whole gang,
super cool people.
Go to Nevada.
Yeah, if you're in the area, go out.
Yeah, no, 100%.
That would be most swamped because.
And then we're already talking about Supercell Colorado, so this year should be huge.
Nice.
I cannot wait for East. I'm pumped. I got to get our clock back for East.
We got to get our vacation time back in the bucket too.
Right.
Dang adulting.
I know.
Somebody actually, Abby Williams, asked me today. It was like, hey, are y'all going to be at Overland East? And I was like, no, we never seem to be able to go to Overland East.
I wanted to go to Overland East, but again, my vacation is not.
Scott, email us at the website.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm super pumped where we're going to take with this, the Raptor. We talked about in the video. You got what you wanted, upgraded Bronco. I got what I wanted to keep a Raptor in the family. So that should be fun. And I'd like to pit it against some fun things. And Toyota, a few of them are going to start bringing some press vehicles to us. So just wait to see what we pit this thing against. So if that's it.
Yeah. That's it. So go check out CioniFord.com.
Yeah, if you want Rebecca, sounds like she'll be on the website soon.
Do it.
If you're not in the market for Rebecca, check out what they have still there, because a lot of it they've got discounts on brand new vehicles. So definitely check them out. Support local.
Yeah.
Support little. Support small businesses. That's how they stay in business and feed their families.
I mentioned it in that video. Hey, just because they're a small physical size dealer doesn't mean they can't get what you want and ship it to you or whatever you want to do. Laura's itching to make a deal. She's just itching to make a deal.
President Award winning. So
yes,
right. They are award winning, and I got to shake Papa Cioni's hand, so that's good enough for me, right? And
it cracks me up that you keep calling him Papa Cioni.
And Mama Cioni yelled at me, so which I love. That's the Italian way, and I love it.
Well, and then you don't know, because my interaction with her when we went in is she was so nice and sweet to me, because she felt bad about getting onto you.
I was scolded by my mom passed away a couple years ago, so it was nice to be scolded by a mom that was in love. It wasn't out of meanness. It was because afterwards she's gonna feed me some spaghetti. That's gonna happen. There's gonna be a big family meal. And that's the way of saying sorry in a family like that.
Well, and it was funny because Dave got off the phone and he called me. He was like, I just got yelled at. And I was like, who did you get yelled at by? And he goes, Laura's mom. And I was like, what?
I said, Mama Cioni.
Ford enthusiasts, you don't need a Bronco to go to Supercell.
Nope. Sure don't.
No, it's a great
Plenty
place.
of people go.
It's a great place to if you want, especially the East is more of, I would say it's each one.
That's
is
the one
different.
they wanted to go to.
But East to me is the best for clubs and aftermarket parts. If you kind of want to see, if you want to get one, you want to see, okay, what could I do to it? It's a great place to do that.
Yeah.
Which we'll be talking. We never shut up about Supercell because we love doing that event.
It's true. Happy wife equals happy
We should
life.
have Tom on again soon.
We should.
Oh, 100%. Maybe SEMA. Yeah, I'll be at SEMA no matter what.
No, he's talking about he might be at SEMA.
Oh, sorry.
Wasn't for you, Dave. It's not always about you.
Sorry.
Yeah, goddamn.
Remember, they have conversations without us.
Oh, just a channel I created like 3.5, 4 years ago.
Jeez.
So whether it be 2-wheel drive,
4-wheel drive.
does it really Does it really matter what you drive?
Well, it does today because we're only talking Fords.
Birds.
We're talking Fords.
And what are we, Laura?
What are we, Laura?
Well,
What are we?
Dave and Kelly.
Out.
We're out.
Peace out.